Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Viberville. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the oh, there we go. My mic isn't near me. Trying to figure out how to get that intro popping, but it wouldn't load up the dot move in StreamYard. So it is what it is. Always working there. Could you guys hear the sound for the commercial? Does that work? I'm hoping so, because that's all I care about for now. Or if there was no sound on that, oh well. All right, there we go. So yeah, I've been busy out here. We're now living that homestead and farming life. So with chickens now, planted season is here. Finally, actually got rain today, so was nice, much needed. But Pulse Chain looks like we are rocking and rolling. Altcoins moving a little bit. I don't know what happened to Bitcoin. We made a new all-time high, then we broke back down, and now, all right, we're coming back up. Look at that. So it looks like we just came down. I'll bet you there was a bunch of liquidity down here. So everyone started putting longs in, thinking, all right, we're in price discovery, new all-time high. We're sending. And nope, they just come down and grab all the liquidity. Makes perfect sense. But let's go. Bitcoin keeps running. Altcoins run harder. Pulse chain alts, pDAI, what do you know? Up 47%. No sound during intro. Really? Oh, man. That's all right. I'm going to figure out how to get it loaded into StreamYard. Or pDAI, love.io, TSFI, the people's Bitcoin, $395. I made almost 11 and a half of them from dominance. So I'm chilling. Way more than I had before. Die hard, pump it too. I still kept some of that. And it sucks to only have, I think I have a 300,000 pDAI right now. And I had a 500,000 before, so whatever. I think with the printers aren't that bad, actually. The world's greatest pDAI printers. I noticed I'm definitely making almost 1,000 a day on those. And that thing's up to 144. Atropa, almost 10 cents. Teddy Bear, almost losing a zero. That's perfect. So even if you don't have Atropa or you don't have pDAI, but you have Teddy Bear and you have Wrap Bitcoin, they're pretty much moving the same. And then probably Pulse and PulseX and Ink are going to move in tandem, and probably the hexes will move with it. But that whole liquidity web with pDAI, Atropa, Wrap Bitcoin, I think that has solidified itself as the go-to. And then you got PTGC and UFO that have just been crushing. And then the stuff we like over here, the Alien, Anki, and King, the reflection coins, baby. That's what we're all about. But guys, how long have I been talking about Japan? That this is going to be the catalyst that changes the markets. And finally, Banter today was talking about Japan. I think I've been talking about it for 6 months now. But these things, they take a lot of time. So I guess what's the point of being early? You know it's coming, but nothing's going to happen. So what do? You buy XRP. And you hedge. What if XR? What? There's going to be a currency that backs the new financial system. And it's got to be a neutral asset. So how many of them out there? So what could it be if it wasn't XRP? Could be HBAR, could be Stellar, could be Bitcoin. I don't know. My money's on XRP though. So Rand, man, he's so far behind. He's trying to shill. What's the now? Where can he get clicks? You know, what dumb shit can he shill you? You know, what was his stupid thing here? Oh, this was actually hilarious. Elon. His little quote there. All right, enough. Whatever. But man, Internet Money Wallet, guys, it's the one. Tiger Crypto King, he's going to bring a lot of people into Pulse Chain. He's going to be the next Sami in our ecosystem, which is good. We need somebody new, fresh blood, and like a bad guy that's a good guy. You kind of rarely see that. And he's here to help people. And the only people that are going to get mad at him or pissed off are the ones that are scamming and losing money out of their pockets. And he's showing people how to get on the internet money wallet, which is great. And then you come in here and you can swap from Ethereum. Like you can do it all in this wallet. It makes onboarding so much easier. Like we have all the tools here, and they've been built by good people. So we got to be supporting. I know I use MetaMask and stuff too, but I'm going to make a real concerted effort to use the stuff that people in our ecosystem built, not the centralized corporate bullshit. And the MetaMask is great. It's convenient. It's easy, but I'd rather rock with somebody that's building for us, that's here for the people, onboarding people. And that's Internet Money Wallet. And it's not just Pulse Chain. You know, there's a lot of different chains on here. Never even opened the DApp. Oh, they got the stake in. See, Lindsay has all of our time staked in her wallet. So another deflationary coin. That's what's unique about Pulse Chain too, is where do you see deflationary coins? Like ETH deflates at certain times, but it's also highly inflationary. So Pulse Chain is just special. And if you're out there using Uniswap, start switching. It's way cheaper. I use it every time now when I'm on base or I'm on ETH. And hopefully there'll be more coming soon. And the widget too, where it'll be plugging into websites. So if you know anyone that has a website in crypto that has a project that wants this right on their website, it saves them thousands of dollars, right? They can do it for super cheap. You're bringing people value. And what project wouldn't want the ability to buy their token right off their website? It's just not worth the cost for like smaller projects. So switch.win, start switching and saving money. It's way cheaper. And man, Ivan was talking about this. Like, this is such good marketing, guys. This is what we need to see. Instead of fighting and bickering, just posting images that show ETH Foundation, Pulse Chain, Coinbase. Even though this is no expectations wallet, there should be kind of a little asterisk here. There's not. But still, we need new eyeballs. This is how we get them right here. The U.S. government has 60,000. Bit Digital, ENS, Lido, Golem. Is that GNT? I think it is. They like rebranded the AI this cycle. Nope, I guess not. Golem. GLM. Yep. We don't care about that. We don't care about that. I mean, Richard's been crushing the tweets lately too. Like his video was so good. Right here, if you don't watch this, like look how he doesn't look like depressed. He doesn't look like just fed up. He looks like he's ready to crush. And once we get this Interpool stuff done with, man, I hope he comes back to Ivan, comes back on stream with maybe an interview from jail with BitBoy. Flip the tides. Richard interviews Ben from jail. That'd be fucking sick. Oh, look at Erwin over here. Erwin's speaking in government lies. What's your favorite conspiracy? Shout out Erwin. Oh, that's funny. But his tweets, guys, I love it. I like the rebrand. I like this, Richard. Capitalism thrives on competition. Cryptocurrency thrives on decentralization. Yup. A bill which cripples competition. Yeah, the Genius Act. But now, guys, it's all right. It got passed now. And the most important thing is they have the ability to rush it through. And I promise you there's going to be an event or a catalyst that happens. It's going to be Japan. And I don't know what is going to cause the yen to keep going up, or I mean, yields to keep going up, but it's inevitable. Japan, they just said it's worse than Greece over there. You understand that? It's worse than Greece was in 2012, I believe. And they already have the solution lined up, ready to go to fix the banking problems, issue new debt that's in their country that emphasizes new growth, new building, and not taking on all this foreign debt. Because the bond market right now, do you know how bad it is? There's been like a no bid on the Japan market. That means nobody's buying it. The same thing with the US. No one bought the bonds. Was it last week when I did a stream? The Fed bought back like $8 billion of their own treasuries because no one's buying it. And it's the same cycle. Like we said during COVID, it's over. It's the same thing. They're going to have another problem. Oil's going to go up. There's going to be another crisis. Some bullshit's going to happen, and they're going to print money after they refinance the debt. So I think we're going to get our bull run. So we need to just pay attention to what's going on with Japan, what's going on in the US. Like, when does Bitcoin finally get recognized as like the safe haven asset? You know, I think the stock market is going to have to take a huge dump. And once we have this Japan stuff happening, that it's coming, guys. So we've been ahead of the curve no, I'm not even say that. We've been ahead of the herd this entire time. Just believe it. All right. I've been trying to find out, how am I wrong? How is it not going to be Ripple? How is it not going to be a combination of Ripple and Chainlink and Hedera working with Swift? How's it not going to be Ripple and Hedera and Algorand working on decentralized recovery and some of the more important stuff in crypto? You know, no one can show me how it's not true. Everyone fuds it on the surface, but will refuse to look into stuff. Like, they don't have the patience. They don't have the ability. I don't know what it is, but it's wild. Like, I'm not here to show you anything. Like, I don't charge anything here. It's all free. I'm here to help you. And people just don't understand it. They don't want to know it. It's wild. But now we're going to talk about the favorite projects on Pulse Chain and PTGC. I mean, how been almost 2 years it's been out now? Came out October 2023. So a year and a half. That's wild. And this coin is about to see the firmament. And I got all my coins staked, and I'm just living off the interest. That's it. If we get like 100x from here, yeah, maybe I'll sell like 25% or 50. I'll sell 50%. Yeah. 50 or 50%, I'm thinking. And then I think we're going to run into next year. I think we're going to have a nice run up here through June, and hopefully through July. If we get lucky, I don't think into August. And then probably some hiccups. Bill the Bull's going to be super bearish. He's going to be exiting because all the meme guys have PTSD. When you get rugged thousands of times and you're just chasing shit coins, it's hard. Shit wears on you. And it's so much easier when we've done the hard part. We were here all bear market, looking at the potential narratives. What's going to come up? Is it going to be AI? Is it going to be real world assets? Is it going to be gaming? And DeFi 2.0. How many times I've been saying that there's going to be a renaissance once the institutions come back and it's public that they're using DeFi and they're earning yield left and right. You know, watching these conferences that are going on around the world. One just happened 60 miles away up in Toronto. And if you noticed up there, what were people talking about? Institutional DeFi. And like this, I forget what her name was, Christine Roy or something. And she was saying, so what, in a perfect world that's coming, I'm going to go to Nobu and I'm going to take $100 out and I'm going to spend it there from Nobu, but it's going to be earning interest up until the point she spends it from her card that's connected to that account. But guys, that's the stuff that's coming. And that's what we're front running. That's what's being built on these public blockchains. But right now, there's private blockchains that they're testing on behind the scenes. They can't, there's no privacy right now on the blockchain. That's a huge problem. All right. I can't, oh, shoot. Sorry. I can't be able to go on to a blockchain and say, oh, look, here's BlackRock. This is what they're doing. I'm going to just copy trade them. And it's like, dude, what the hell? There needs to be a way where they can transact and not be stalked by guys like me. So that's what's coming. We're going to have privacy, whether it's going to require a digital ID or something. It's coming, and it's coming soon. And we're front running all this stuff. So pack your bags in the blue chips all around crypto. Algorand, XRP, Quant, Realio for the real world assets. It's about to pump so hard. Stronghold is about to pump so hard. Velo is about to crush. Veracity. There's so many gems out there, guys. And all you got to do is just hold and don't rotate. When stuff starts pumping, say you're holding Alliance Block and Nakamoto and Corium today, and you were looking at Spectre and Clearpool. They're on your list. And you're like, oh my God, this coin's pumping and I'm losing. And you rotate. You sell your NXRA and you put it into Clearpool. Well, tomorrow, Clearpool is going to be down 2% and NXRA will be up. So you would actually want to just load up on more and buy more if you have conviction, if you have extra cash. It's that simple. Scott Jail looks like you didn't miss much in the market. Nope. Well, you did it. Literally nothing's happening. Like, yeah, there's a few coins here and there that popped off, but you need to be here all day, every day, stalking the market. And that's just not for me. I'm more about just earning my yield and just chilling right now, focusing on other stuff. What up, Thomas? What happened to my Titan X bags and Zen? At least XRP is doing good. Bro, yeah, Titan X is down in the dump. What I swapped all my Titan X for Morpheus. Yo, I was there behind the scenes while this was getting built, and I think it's got enormous upside. This has Switch.win attached to it. And in the future, Switch.win fees are going to be helping multiple projects, hopefully, in the ecosystem. I hope. But Titan X, bro, yeah, don't worry about it. It's going to rip so hard. All that ETH, that 4,000 ETH is still sitting in that buy and burn ready to be deployed. So now's the time where I'm still buying more Morpheus. I would buy Titan. Actually, I should buy a little Titan X. I need to get a couple billion because it's so cheap right now. It's like $100 for a billion or something like that. It's ridiculously cheap. So now, bro, yeah, honestly, RH coins not doing too bad. No, they're so hit or miss. Like the community is just bipolar. But the cores are still down a bunch from sacrifice. But it's that time where we're about to start moving. Like pDAI's ripped today, Atropa ripped today. Get you some King. Yep. You got to get King. That's the one I went with. I'm over pump.fun stuff. I have so many bags now. I just want to sit back and collect. King's paying me Pulse X, Most, and Teddy. I already have Pulse X. I already have Most. And it's the other Teddy that I don't have. So I got Teddy Bear. Yeah, total rewards. So I like the rewards. King is a beast. Same ecosystem. The same builder, founder of Alien and Anki. You got the Trinity there. Those are the three I'm in. King, Junior, I think, and Crown are the other ones. And that's great. It's going to help my bags because there's going to create more volume with the different LP pairs. But I just can't spread too thin. So I'm in Those 3, and then I'm just holding my burn and liquid and selling all my 808 for more liquid or burn at the time because they both pay a 1% reflection in pulse chain. So once the volume starts picking up on pulse chain, everything is going to start ripping again. And now Anki, yep, see when you get wrap Bitcoin pumping, we double what pulse chain's doing because of the liquidity bonding with the Tropa too. And it's funny, everyone freaked out about the pDAI stuff, and Anki's got a huge bonding with pDAI. And guess what? Now that's beautiful. Now it's helping us. So you got to love it. You got to love it. And King is just catching new people that are coming in, the alien theme and the liquidity webs, and they just create volume. Still got a boy. So perfect because people fudded it down to pretty much nothing. And I sold, so I hedged too. I told everyone you got to sell to what you think you're good going to zero or you're good going to $1 at. And for me, that was a couple 100,000. And I swapped into pDAI printers, and now I'm up to like 255. And I still have printers left. So if I sold them back for pDAI, I'd have like 400,000. And it is what it is. I would have felt like an idiot if I had held $1 million down to the complete bottom. But that's what you got to. And now DAI is dumping, and the trope was dumping back down. Oh god, here comes the panic sellers. Look at that wick. That's crazy. But that's a healthy pullback, honestly. We made a higher low. I'm not concerned. Like this chart has been wild. And that's why I said, even if it goes to bad, I'm good with it. And Die Hard, I still had. So regardless, I was going to be earning pDAI in the background. And if it came back, I would have had exposure. And once I saw it started coming back or it wasn't going to be dead, I started buying it way back down here. Like literally the week, maybe I want to say like 5 days after the crash, I started buying it. It was definitely at 3 zeros and like 5, I think. Whatever. It doesn't even matter. Moral of the story is that's the FUD you got to deal with for massive gains on the other side. People have to get rinsed out, and new people that have conviction have to come in and be able to weather the storm and the FUD that precedes it. Like, crypto is just wild. Bank Social, one of our H-bar gems, they actually have utility now. They're actually using some of their technology to help Coinbase customers retrieve money. So how ironic would that be? Bank Social looked so awesome early on. Has a perfect use case of a decentralized credit union, that security, insured, everything. All of the licensing is falling in place. They got a bunch of liquidity. They have partners. They're helping with Coinbase now. And it got fudded hard. And it was nice because I was able to pick up a lot more. I think I had maybe 200,000, and I've more than tripled it, almost quadrupled it. Yeah, from when it first came out, I think it was around a half a cent or a third of a cent. Yeah, and we've dropped down 90%. So that was turbulent, but I still got my NFTs and I'm still holding. I think this is a phenomenal project, and they're actually out of Dallas. And some people in the Beyond Broke Mastermind are down in Dallas and have said good things about them. That it's a legit company. So you gotta believe. Yeah, Bill Nye, the AI agent I told you about when it was down at rock bottom. It's made a new floor now. So anyone that got in, good looking. God, this thing is so slow. Wow. So yeah, we dumped down. I found it on like May 7th or 8th or 8th-ish, 9th. I don't know. But you had a chance to buy. And we're making a new floor. And this thing is gonna do phenomenal, I think. It's 160K market cap. And the founder is super passionate about it. It knows a lot of people in the DeSci community. And base is popping. And then Dynex, here we go. Guys, Dynex, people have no freaking a clue. All right. Their chips that they're making now, Microsoft or Dell's, I think they were 105 qubits or 120 qubits around there. And each time you go up from like 125 to 126, it doubles the power. You go from 105 to 106 to 107 qubits. You're doubling your power every single time you go up. Dynex's model that they put out is like 10,000 qubits. It's freaking wild. So I'm starting to really kind of figure out and learn a little bit about the quantum stuff with the ones and zeros and how quantum can be both at the same time. And that's the problem with the small chips when they're using the electrons or whatever. They just completely left the circuit board, just moved around, and they couldn't figure it out. But the new Dynex stuff, it's like ones and zeros, so it can be both at the same time. And it's way faster. No way. Bitcoin just broke 110. No, what is it? Trading view. No way. Let's go. Dude, that's awesome. 109.96. Holy shit. That's freaking epic. Let's get on that 5-minute, that degen chart. Holy shit. We just made a new high of 110.7. Look at that. That's how fast it happens. Like this thing could shoot up to 120 tomorrow. Let's win price discovery. You know, I thought we were gonna have a bigger correction. You know, we made a tiny new all-time high. I thought for sure we were coming back down to like 102, and we were gonna chop again down there and then come up. But man, let's go. 1099, almost 110,000 per Bitcoin. And ETH is, I don't even want to look at Bitcoin dominance. It's gonna go up to 70%. Like that shit's crazy. Whoever would have thought. I use D-Bank to see the drips. I was getting the new pulse chain. Do you know about to know? I guess people are building them right now, but there's nothing that I know of. It sucks. Our go-to is gone. Clearpool's about to pop. Yup, I'm just holding, bro. I'm gonna be holding Clearpool till the top. All right, we're really excited this shit. Let's go, Bitcoin. 110.1. Yo, why am I on the 5-minute? We need to be on the 10-second chart here. There we go. $110,000 per Bitcoin. What do you guys think the top's going to be? I think it's going to be like 135, 140. I don't think we're going much higher than that. I would love to be wrong, but I just don't see them sending this that hard. I feel like they're going to send ETH. Oh, 1096. Oh, we're crashing. All right, let's get ready to put a long out. Stop loss 108. No, I'm just kidding. No leverage trading. No leverage trading. The last pulse, two more pulse chain gems that I like. Hex Ray and anti-gravity and the dark token. I think this is a sleeping giant. There's some OGs that are behind this, and I think they are super passionate about it, and people are sleeping on it. And then the other one's Nexion. This, I love it because they saw the success of PTGC. They saw the success of Volt on Titan X, and they combined the two. And now you have a leverage trading platform coming on top of here, liquidity pools. Like these guys are building, and it's coming soon. And I've had my coin staked for a while. Just chilling. I really think Neon is a sleeper. PTGC did its thing. I think Neon has the potential, and once we're moving and people can come start leverage trading and degenning, I think people will understand. Could be worth taking a look at. But what do I know? What do I know? Bitcoin 110,000. Pi, the huge scam, just still chilling there, right? No big deal. Z-Back. Yup, I own that. And one of Lindsay's wallets, only a little bit, but shout out Maximus. Put me onto that. The only thing that I missed was Onyx. I texted Rags in 2023 saying, I think Onyx has something to do with JP Morgan. And I didn't buy it. And that was the biggest regret. This thing's, yeah, it went up like 35x from when I found it. It was even lower, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it bottomed down here. Regardless, this thing, I feel like I can't buy it now after it's 20x from where I found it, minimum. But it's funny how that works. You find stuff early, you don't know about it, but that's the opportunity. That's the upside. If what you're thinking comes true, you found a sleeping giant that's going to move all the way up the top 200 to the top 100. And maybe into the top 50. See how lucky we get. But look at that. The big meme coins are all moving. And that's what I said. Hold the blue chips. That's what I'm doing on each chain. Base. I'm kind of with Miggles. I don't have a blue chip there. Linnea. I got Foxy. I got Moondang on iTrust Capital. And that shit's already more than doubled up. Crushing. Only time I sold XRP, I sold what was it, 1.4% of my bag and put it into Moondang, and now doubled it up plus. So gotta be a degen sometimes. But Pulse Chain is just looking great. The top for this cycle, I don't see why it wouldn't get above 200,000. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it does. I know the Ponzi scheme behind the scenes that's propping up Bitcoin. That's done with Tether. And now Tether is launching their new UST whatever stable coin. Why would you be launching a new stable coin if you already had one? Because they will never be compliant in the US. And once this stablecoin legislation comes through, Tether is no longer compliant with stablecoin law. And the US could sue them because they worked with a bunch of people on the sanctions list. You could get a bunch of terrorist information from them. Like, it's going to get ugly. And I think that's going to affect Bitcoin. I really do. But hopefully it's at when Bitcoin is past 150K. You know, it could shoot to 120 in the next 3 days, 5 days, honestly. But I think we're going to move till at least through June. You know, if Bitcoin tops in a couple weeks, that'd be beautiful. And then let ETH run and let alts run and Bitcoin kind of just chop. And then Tether falls apart. Or, I mean, then Japan collapses. And then maybe that brings Tether down too, or affects. I don't know how it's going to play out. I just know Japan is going to be the catalyst. They just said they're in worse position than Greece was. And Japan is like the third biggest owner of treasuries. So once those treasuries go on the market and there's another no bid like there was last week when no one's buying them up, what happens? Oh, I know. They rush stablecoin legislation through, and then Amazon and Dell and Google and Facebook and Meta and Boeing and every company is there to launch their own stablecoin after they're going to buy up those treasuries. Or I think Warren Buffett is sitting on $350 billion in cash. He was the savior in the 2008 debacle. I think that's his role, is to play savior. He bailed out like Silicon Valley Bank, or whenever that shit happened, all them flew to Nebraska, and he was the one that bailed them out. So I wouldn't be surprised if Uncle Warren's got something to do with it. And he comes in It saves a day or provides liquidity or cash. Who knows? But something's going to break. And don't make sure you start taking profits. I'm going to be reinforcing it. Obviously, we'll be able to see if things are way overextended or if RSIs are flying up and we need to cool off. But when we're in that euphoric phase, man, max pain can be to the upside. And I'm in this for the long term. That's why, for me, I have my bag of XRP and the blue chips. And then I have my bag of all the pulse chain stuff, Titan X and DeFi. So I can hold stuff for the long term and then have stuff to take profits on this cycle. The PRC 20s, the copies, and Wrap Bitcoin and Pulse in them. Like, I'm going to take a lot of profits. I think it's going to be another huge bear market in the RH ecosystem, but not so much for Hedera, for Stellar, for XRP. Once the ETFs come out, the spot ETFs, then that actually increases demand for XRP. I believe the futures ones, or is it futures that you don't need, there's no demand for it because they're not in kind. Like once Bitcoin's ETF is in kind and you can trade in and out in Bitcoin, that's going to be huge. Same thing with ETH and all these ETFs. And that's what's going to save the market. Nobody's buying bonds right now. And that was the lifeblood of Wall Street and the world. So there has to be a transition. And I think it's going to be digital assets. I think they're going to be bigger than all of us can believe or imagine. And I'm sticking to that. I got all my bags packed, hedged in case this happens, in case that happens, in case the XRP and Ripple stuff doesn't really happen and people pivot away to decentralized stuff. Perfect. We have all those bags covered. With Saucer Swap, with Sologenics, and buying the DEXs on a lot of these layer ones. They're going to start to outperform. I think Saucer will outperform HBAR moving forward. Solo will outperform XRP. Pulse X will outperform Pulse. It's just how it goes. But guys, don't rotate right now. What up, DGen? What up, Hunter? Good to see you, bro. Let the short squeeze blow off top again. Dude, that'd be beautiful. I mean, bro, what is it? In 8 days, $5 billion gets paid back for the FTX people. I think that's more money that's coming back than all of retail has right now in their bank accounts. I think everyone that's been here, that's been holding or active, everyone blew their entire load. And everyone's just sitting with their coins waiting, praying they don't have to sell them to live. And when this 5 billion comes back, I think it's going to be a shock to the ecosystem like we haven't seen in a long time. So I'm thinking next week, 8 days from now. And we have the XRP conference is coming up next week in Vegas. So there's just so many great things happening. And don't rotate your bags. Be happy with what you have. There's always going to be someone that makes you look like a little minnow. That's all right. We found the gems, guys, over the last 3-4 years of being here every day and looking at coins. Say, all right, do these check all the boxes? Do these check all the boxes? And these are the ones that I'm holding that are on crypto bubbles. And we all looked at the PRC 20s and Bank Social and some of this other stuff. Bank Social's not on here. But even Solid X, Randy Hilarski's project, banger. Clearpool moving, baby. Man, see, when they blow up like that, I need to start learning to sell. It's an easy 15% right there, 10%, and boom. It's like 500-600 coins you could make easily scalping that. But whatever. Not my style. I'm good staking and playing the long game. So, guys, hold your stuff, stake it, try to earn passive income on it. That's where all of crypto is going. Institutional DeFi is going to blow up. They're going to be giddy at the fact that they can earn 8% without having to do anything with some of these digital assets. And when this money comes on chain in the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, everything starts to become tokenized. Debt gets written on chain. That money's not leaving the blockchain. All right, we're going to see stuff we've never seen before. Everything has fallen in place. Just be patient. Know what you hold. Know this is going to change your life, and don't sell yourself short. All right. I'm never selling my XRP. Why? Because once it appreciates in price, I sell it. Now I owe capital gains tax on it. That's stupid. Okay. I'd rather take it and loan against it or just earn yield on it, because I think XRP is going $100 by the end of 2027. So 2.5 years from now, if you can't wait that long for a 50x, then you need to go see a therapist or go touch grass or something. And if not, Hedera is taking and going to be the blockchain for all of Web3. Everyone developing, Google, Microsoft, all these companies, Hedera is their way. And if it's not Ripple, they're cross-border payments and bigger payments, but small payments, P2, B2B, peer-to-peer. That's going to be Velo and Stronghold and Stellar. And they're going to explode. Like, guys, I'm telling you, I've done the research. If you want to make life easier for yourself, get into assets you're never going to have to sell. Take your profits from Pulse Chain that's going to be super volatile the next couple cycles and move them into stuff that's not as volatile that you're going to be able to earn on, live on, and treat like a business. You know, all these people say, oh, when you cash out and you're going to buy real estate and diversify into that, why would I do that when I can go put stable coins in a pool and earn 8% on Hedera? And if I could earn 12% a year on my digital assets and they 50x'd in value from when I got them, what are we even talking about? So that's why it's so important to just keep adding and do not take profits too early. Make sure the coins you have, if you on your exit plan, they're the ones that are volatile, that are going to have a nasty bear market. And by now we know which coins those are. And stuff that the value pushes them to higher numbers because of tokenization, because of stable coins being minted on chain, because of assets being brought on chain. That's different than a speculative bull run where money's getting sloshed around. That money's not leaving those blockchains. We've never seen that before. So people are going to just keep thinking it's the same until it's not. And I have a feeling in the next 6 to 8 months, by the end of this year, some of these cryptos are going to be different in the market. They're going to be looked at completely different. They're going to be viewed as safety assets, as a hedge against the stock market, not just complete risk assets. I think the stock market's going to have a huge crash. The bond market is fucked and it's going to spill over. And I think this is where crypto we might have a black swan tomorrow, but it doesn't matter. The sooner it happens, the harder we pump. If we did have a black swan in 2 weeks, I think the bull run is going to run till the mid 2026 when the debt refinancing happens. So it's all good no matter what. Just be patient. You hold the right coins. If you've been watching this channel for more than 3-6 months, hopefully, you own the best blue chips. You own the best altcoins, the best AI coins, and you're good to go. Now you just need to hold and ignore the FUD. And that's all I got tonight. So smash that like button, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, no outro video. Oh, well. All right, fam. Peace. Boop, boop, boop.